This is the most annoying video you will watch on the internet today. But you enjoy it because you will learn something. You will learn something from this video that's about to play. It is the most disturbing video you will watch. So disclaimer, be careful.
So at the point of my challenging times, I needed a Christian body where I can join to at least help my faith and help my spirit. And at first I was at peace. So the first Sunday I went to the church, they called first timers and I came out. They prayed for us, and then when we're standing there, the pastor of the church was like, I want to see you after the service. I told him I want to confide in him, to tell him one of my deepest secrets. He prayed with me and told me I shouldn't feel guilty at all of what I've done before. So I said, okay, thank you so much, sir. The second time was when I went back. And then when I went back, he said I should meet him at the office. So I entered the office, he gave me water to drink. All of a sudden, I started feeling dizzy.
Okay?
I started feeling dizzy. I felt like I was sleepy, but I wasn't sleepy when I was coming. So what happened?
Is this the pastor or someone else?
No, the pastor. The pastor. So he started telling me, do you know you're a beautiful lady? You have a very good body structure. Every man will want to come close. I wish I knew you before now. And all. I know I'm married, but then, like, do you mind if you can be more closer to me, like, be a friend? And I told him, sir, you're my father. I said, no. And then I stepped out. I reached home. I thought that was all. He started sending me messages, started sending me voice notes, started sending me pictures of his private areas. The first time he sent, I thought it was a mistake, and I replied, sorry, pastor, I think this is not for me. And he was like, yes, this is for you. I just want you to understand the feeling I have for you.
That's not the pastor. That's a wolf in sheep's cloth.
He kept sending messages, kept calling every day. When I pick, the first thing he draws my attention is, Jesus loves you. Or he can call and say, let me pray with you today. I was led. And then at the end of the call, that's when he will now talk about love. Fast forward, he told me to come. So I went to the office. When he came, he entered the office, and then the same thing he did, he just gave me the water bottle. But I noticed it was already open. The seal was opened already.
You drank it again?
I drank it. I was thirsty.
You drank it again?
I drank it.
You drank it again?
Yes. I was thirsty. I don't know what came over. I was so thirsty. I had to drink. Then I was sitting on the chair. He sat on the table edge. Then he started touching me, making advances. And then he told me, no matter how I shout, nobody is going to hear me. He was stronger than me. I was vulnerable. He succeeded in raping me. And when I came back to my consciousness, I was just crying. I was so emotional. But I noticed he wasn't bothered. It was something like it was normal to him.
You to come and you went.
Immediately I go back home. I saw his call again. He said on Tuesday Bible study, I should come and see him in church. So I went to church.
You went to church?
Yes.
Who preached?
Him.
And you were seated?
I was seated.
And he was seeing you?
He was seeing me.
And he preached?
He preached.
What was the topic that day?
He was preaching on how some pastors fall, luring other ladies, and how the spiritual life of the lady are not really strong. So he was encouraging the youths to be sensitive and not to just take spirituality casual. He was encouraging the youths to be on fire for God.
I don't have anything to say. Just drop your thoughts on the comment section, because if I talk, they will say because I am a woman. But if this story is not fabricated, if this story is not a lie, then this girl is a human being I have come across in my entire existence. And let me not joke with you, I am 24 years old. I have lived on the surface of this earth for 24 years. This girl is the most human being I have ever seen, if this is not a lie. You went the first time. Pastor gave you something to drink, right? And you saw that what he gave you made you tipsy. You went home. This pastor sent you his noodles. This pastor was sending you love messages. This pastor was making advances towards you and telling you how beautiful you are. And he called you. Instead of you to block him immediately, you leave his office. Instead of you to cut ties, you did not. He called you and you came back. And he did what he did to you. And he called you again and you came back. Hold me. Somebody hold me. 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 Anger. Christians, you people are. Ngwanu, drop your comments. I'm not going to say anything. I've not said anything, have I? Because if I want to talk, this one I'm saying, I'm not even saying it from the innermost cackles of my heart. If I want to talk, it will be bad. So you express yourself in the comment section because I will be there expressing myself. I'm holding my anger because of Facebook. I'm holding myself back not to say anything. Ngwanu, unu bye.